There is massive opportunity right now. Businesses are actually easier to start during a recession. So if you take advantage of this opportunity, when all is said and done, your net worth can skyrocket. So in today's video, I'm gonna give you 5 side hustle ideas that you can use during this recession in 2022 and beyond. Now, with the ideas that I'm gonna give you, you don't need big money up front, and you can definitely learn the skills that it takes to run these side hustles really quickly and really easily. Plus, I really love these tips because you can either use them as your side hustles and you can keep your day job, or you can turn them into your full-time gig. The choice is just really up to you. If you guys are new to this channel, welcome to Learn with Shopify. This is an official Shopify channel that's designed to help entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs. So if you haven't already subscribed, make sure that you do. So if you're looking to have multiple streams of income and future-proof yourself during this recession, then just keep on watching. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Michelle Bally. I currently have 4 sources of income, so today you guys are going to be in good hands because I am the queen of side hustles. And without further ado, let's hop into side hustle number 1. Side hustle number 1, coaching. Are you good at something? Of course you're good at something. You can teach and coach people to reach your level of expertise. This is a flexible side hustle because you can do it from anywhere with the help of video chat. You'd want to start by building yourself an online store where people can buy individual sessions or packages. When you're building your online store, you're going to want to include an About Us page. This page should inform potential customers who you are and what your mission is and any credentials you have to boost that credibility. Also include a services page, which explains your packages in detail and what they can expect to gain from your coaching sessions. On your services page, you're also going to want to include any bonuses you offer, like a private Discord. You'll need a product page where customers can read about your coaching services in detail. So like, how do the sessions work? How long are the sessions going to go for? Maybe are they going to get a certificate? What exactly are they going to learn? But the more detail that you provide in your description, the more likely you are to get conversions. And certainly include a contact us page for any customers that are on the fence, but need a little extra push from you to sign up for your services. Now, once you have your website set up, you're going to want to market your business through Google and Facebook ads. That is, if you do have a little extra cash. But if you're on a tighter budget, you can post your courses on Udemy and Skillshare. These are websites people visit to learn new skills. And the traffic there is really great because these visitors are already ready to commit to a course. But the downside is there's tons of competition on those kinds of sites. So a good rule of thumb is to collect first-time clients through these sites and convert them to long-time customers privately after. Stephanie Pellet is a host on this channel, and she's a business coach herself. So she works with entrepreneurs working through limiting beliefs and holds them accountable so that they're actually reaching their goals. And she says, I think the best type of coaching is the kind that helps you find your own answers. My goal is not to tell people what to do, but to ask the right questions. A good coach will support you in making your dreams a reality and provide guidance and encouragement along the way. So Steph is a really great example of why finding a niche is so important. She focuses on the psychological aspects of running a business. This can be lucrative because if you are one of the few coaches focusing on a particular area, you're going to have a lot less competition, which means a lot more clients for you. Side hustle number 2, flipping clothes. Finding used clothes and flipping them for a markup is a side hustle with great margins and lots of room for creativity. So if you have an eye for cool brands, unique styling, and up-and-coming trends, then this is a side hustle that can definitely work for you. So I had the chance to speak with Curtis Tipoff. He runs Knock Twice. And Knock Twice is a speakeasy-style secondhand shopping experience, which is available by appointment only. And needless to say, Curtis has done an amazing job of branding this experience to feel very exclusive and very different, rather than just throwing up some clothing online and calling it a day. So when I asked Curtis how the secondhand clothing game works, he said he has connects that allow him to sort through clothes so that he can make those selects. He said, the places that roll through 500 million pounds of textiles every 30 days, that's a lot. Those are the super giants of the used clothing industry, and he says good luck getting in. But there are dozens of these places in most major cities known as rag houses or textile importers. So if you're looking to get started in this game, try Googling the words rag houses and textile importers and try to find one near you and just start getting in touch. He says smaller ones are easier to get into because they most likely sell less poundage per day and would love the money. If you can research and find a place like this in your community, you can reach out and ask to purchase from their source, either by digging through their bins or standing over their conveyor belt. He also gave us some tips on how to negotiate. He says, you need to talk money. Say something like, I could buy as much as 100 pounds if you let me in. You have to convince facility managers that you know what you're talking about and that you have money to pay. They do not want some kid looking for expensive t-shirts. They do not care. So Curtis picks at a super massive facility because he was lucky enough to be close friends with the CEO of one of those places. But he said, through this pure luck connection, I'm now close with the longest running and richest rag empire family. I can now come and go as I please because I help their business a lot. I scrubbed and cleaned hundreds of hats for their stores. I spent many shifts in various disgusting, dusty, dangerous rag houses to pick them thousands of dollars worth of vintage for just $14 an hour. That's what I've done, but most people aren't willing. So Curtis is amazing, and he's a really great example of how building relationships and not being afraid to start from the ground up can help you build a business of your dreams. But if you're more into like a quick cash type of a side hustle and you don't necessarily have the time or the patience to run a long game like Curtis did, then he recommends that you visit donated goods from Value Village and Salvation Army, and you can just quickly and easily pick from there. Side hustle number 3, photography and videography. Photography and videography is a low investment side hustle that you can get started on literally today. So if you have an iPhone, you're already halfway there. I would say invest in a tripod for less than $100, get an attachment to mount your phone, and you are good to go. So once you get all the equipment, how do you start booking clients? Well, you should build your own website like we talked about before, but also be sure to advertise it through other platforms. Especially try listing yourself on Airbnb Experiences. Airbnb Experiences is where locals and travelers come to find things to do in the area. So you can offer tailored photography experiences to newly engaged couples and families, for example. As a photographer, it is important that you find your niche because there can be a bit of a low barrier to entry for this. So maybe your niche is photography and videography for YouTubers, for example. Or maybe you're more B2B where you create content for small e-commerce brands. Now, whichever niche you choose, being targeted is always going to be super important. So Dragon Andic, he's found his niche. He is a photographer and a director that focuses on the entertainment industry. He's shot Derek Wise, Anders, Roy Woods, The Weeknd, Nav, Drake, Travis Scott. And when I spoke to Dragon, he said, believe and invest in yourself. Always celebrate the small victories because those small wins lead to bigger and better opportunities, especially in the creative field. Always put your full effort into every project you take on because you never know who's watching. So those are nice words of wisdom for anyone who's looking to bring this into their side hustle. Side hustle number 4, copywriting. According to the Financial Post, a copywriting side hustle in Canada can earn you over $60,000 per year. So if you already have writing skills, setting up a copywriting side hustle to earn more money on your off time just makes sense. It's a business that requires zero upfront investment, all you need is your brain, and you likely have most of the skills required to make this one happen. Plus, it's a reliable side hustle as there will always be a need for copywriting. Every business across every industry requires copywriting, whether they're selling products or services. So what this means is that there's countless copywriting jobs available. So how do you start? First, you're going to decide what you want to write. Some businesses are going to need help with their social media content. Others need help copywriting for their website. Others might need press releases or email content or video scripts. But basically, if there are words required, there's going to be a copywriting job out there for it. So once you've decided what you want to write, you can start doing some digging. You can start applying to jobs on Indeed and LinkedIn and make sure that these are freelance jobs so that, you don't have to dedicate all your time. It could just be, a side hustle thing. Now, one of my favorite hacks when cold applying to jobs is to use a tool called Clearbit. Clearbit is a free Google Chrome extension that will show you the names, email addresses, and titles of any company out there. So what you would do is you would apply online, then find the hiring manager or decision maker using Clearbit, and then follow up with an email that goes something like this. Hi there, my name is Michelle. I recently applied for the freelance junior copywriter position. Make sure that you link the job posting so that they know what you're referring to. Then say, I'm an experienced copywriter as I've worked with, and then you would list relevant experience. You want to make sure that they can picture themselves in the type of work that you've done in the past. And then say, I've attached my resume here and some samples of work. Not sure what your week is looking like, but I'd love to sit down with you to hear more about what it is you're looking for. If you use that template, that should help open up some doors for you. Side hustle number 5, video editing. So I heard on the block that with every minute that goes by, 300 hours of video is being posted on YouTube. And that does not even account for Instagram and TikTok. Now, where there's a video, there is a video editor behind it. So that means that there is tons of work floating around out there just waiting for you to take it. So first, you're gonna need the skills it takes to start editing. If you wanna start accepting simple jobs, then just start with Adobe Rush or iMovie. And then as you start to get better, you can learn Premiere and Final Cut. Now, courses on video editing can be found on Udemy and YouTube, and that's just what makes this side hustle so attractive. You don't need to go to school, you just need to have samples of work that show that you are a capable editor. This reality makes it possible for any motivated person to be able to make this a real side hustle or even a real main hustle. Landing gigs is relatively straightforward. You're gonna list yourself on freelance websites like Upwork and Fiverr, and you can also reach out to mid-tier YouTubers with a subscriber range in like the tens of thousands. Some YouTubers will edit their own videos, but there are tons of them out there who contract this work out because they don't have the time or skills to do it. So you can reach out directly in their DMs, or you can just email them with a link to your previous work. Bonus side hustle. Side hustle number 6, start an online store. Selling products online is such an incredible side hustle because unlike some of the other ideas that I have just mentioned on this list, the amount you can sell is not dependent on the time that you have available. You don't need a lot of money to start your own online store either. All you really need is an internet connection and a good idea to create something that people are gonna wanna buy. And it's easier than you think. So this is why we created a free online course designed to offer founders everything that they need to launch a business, set up an online Shopify store, and sell products online quickly and affordably. If you're on a budget or maybe you're feeling like a beginner, then this course is gonna be for you because in this course, you're gonna follow a Shopify expert's real-time journey launching an online store. And as a bonus, you're gonna receive some free checklists and worksheets to guide you every step of the way. You're gonna come away with a real business and a repeatable blueprint for getting those customers. Go from first day to first sale with this free training course, and if you want it, I will leave it for you guys in the description box below so that you can register now. That being said, what side hustles are you guys gonna plan to tackle? Do you have any other ideas that I haven't mentioned? If so, leave in the comment section below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. If you are new here, do not forget to subscribe because we are a channel that helps you start, run, and grow an online business. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.